Hmm. 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 I feel like I should mute the herms. Hmm. 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 The cacophony of herm. Hello. 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 How's it going? Excuse me, I'm hiccupy. I'm so hippy. Hippie. I'm so hiccupy. Interesting. Just the one imp? Is that the rel? Is that a different rel? Am I thinking of a different rel? Oh no. It's been a bit since I've seen a rel in chat and I've forgotten now. I'm old. Memory not good. Streamer a hippie is true. I love trees. What else? What do hippies do? I love big holes. Smoke a weed. I like a weed. I've never smoked in my life or drank. I'm very boring. What I did do at dinner is get a piece of bacon stuck on my tooth though, so I'm fucking dying. I brushed and it did not work. So I need to brush again, apparently. You sent me something. What did you send me? It's a cat. A maid cat. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers in chat. Happy Maid Day to any maids in chat. How you doing, Rel? How you doing, Javier? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to my Minecraft base. This is where I employ mini men in small glass cubes that go. That's basically all I do. They just. I took the chest that was over here that had all the stone in it from the pit team and moved it over here for Meow. It's all in this box. The stuff that couldn't be smelted is in here. At least I think that is stuff that can't be smelted, and the stuff that can be smelted is over here being smelted. Oops. This is the mechanism or refinement thingy. It's the full loop, so this is the most you get out of it, although I think I'm limited on sulfur. And it gets to enjoy the lovely humming sound of machinery, for those of you that love tinnitus. What are you poisoned? Why are you poisoned? Food poisoning? Sorry, I'm responding to something. 145 strimbles? Why have you watched so many streams? What's wrong with you? You're poisoned of the spirit? Yo, me too. Unfortunately. I have been defeated lately. You can tell because I'm playing block game for 7,000 hours. Oh. Oh. That satisfies me. What's wrong with what? Block game? Or just me? Me's a long list. Block game's fine though. I have this stupid food video noob stuck in my head, and now all I can think about is making fucking tortillas. But I made pizza for dinner, and I think of tortillas. What was I gonna do, chat? Besides make tortillas? What's wrong with me? Oh, I just have periodic severe depression. It's alright though. That's why I don't stream sometimes. I'm big sad, so I don't stream. Instead, vegetate in a corner. And listen to music. Am I Italian? No, I'm, for better or worse, American. And nothing else. I haven't actually taken or looked at any ancestry stuff. I'm sure I'm in the system, because my grandpa did that stuff all the time, but I have never looked at it, so. Born in this here state, never left this here state. Well, no, that's not true. I went one state away. Apart from that one time, never left this here state. As an update to Minecraft-related things, by the way. I learned that tape drives exist, or tape discs. I guess it's technically still a drive, which takes the NBT stuff, so like weapons and whatnot, so I'll probably figure out some better use for this for now. But for the time being, it's just keeping them out of the general storage up there. I replaced the pipes in here with these, which I don't really like. They're very bright yellow. But the other ones were having a weird graphical display thing that I didn't like, so I swapped these out. And I built the bottom floor. I think it needs like 5 floors total if I plant every seed, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But bottom floor is built, nothing planted in it yet. I already mentioned the mechanism. This is mechanism. I can explain it, but it's just mechanism. I mean, I'm gonna explain it anyway. You go fuck yourself, I guess. Yeah. You get sulfur dioxide in that, you get hydrogen in this, or is it oxygen? No, it's oxygen. You put them together, you get sulfur trioxide, and then you combine that with some water vapor, and you get sulfuric acid, and then you melt your ore in the sulfuric acid to get a slurry. And then you crystallize the slurry, and then you inject the slurry with hydrogen chloride, and then you purify it with oxygen, and then you crush it, and then you smelt it, and you get ore. I can explain it, I won't, but I will. There you go. Did you get that, chat? Did you write that down? Oh yeah, and I have this thingy over here. It's just used all of our brine, apparently. I realized I was using all of our brine. But this is just an evaporation thingy. Evaporates the water that comes from the sink of infinite water for some fucking reason. And then evaporates it very remarkably slowly, but it's trying its best. Oh yeah, I've replaced the windmills that were out there in the field with these reactors. I think I used these reactors last time too. They don't explode, so they're perfectly safe, and they're really easy to set up, and I don't have to do any real thinking, so it's good time. And that's going into this, which is the power grid. In case you wanted to know what the power grid looks like, that's what the power grid looks like. Doing that. And I have this thingy, so I can do wireless charging, which I guess I can turn on like all wireless charging. I don't have anything for it to charge really, but I built it. I think that's it. And I got some more enchanting books. Oh yeah, was this set up before? I think I said I was going to finish the enchanting table, but this is the complete thing. It only needs this, so anything extra I put on it will probably just be those bookshelves that you can put on that remove enchants from the thing. Yeah, this is just the finished one. So at some point I'll probably make the bookshelves that you can put enchants in to keep them from showing up. And then this is just making flux. I used this last time as well to make random shit. I think I had it making ice at one point. Oh, I can show the ice. But it's just making flux dust because that's what the power thingies use, these dibbly-doos. So it's just a big pile of that. This is the ice. Very exciting, isn't it? I used the same kind of setup we had before that we were messing with last stream. So this one will send blue ice into that. That will charge it. That turns it into dry ice. And then this one will pick it up if it has a redstone signal, which is what this is. So all that's doing is making sure we have a supply of dry ice for the reactors up here, which go through very little of it. And that's basically it. Man, what have you been up to, Chad? You done anything cool? You done any cool stuff lately? Oh. Have you dug any giant pits in the fucking terrain? This does go all the way down, by the way. It's very big hole. I shouldn't have done that because it takes forever to get back up. You know, we don't have music. It's not gonna play it anyway, but we don't have music. Oh, also, if they don't explode, what's the point? The explodey ones are later. They generate way more power. But they explode. Like the draconic one. I've mentioned a few times. I've not properly built it. It's this thing. This is the power storage on the left. This is the generator. This is the thing that blows up a ginormous radius of everything, so if you build it in your base and fuck it up, you just lose everything you've ever done. So at some point we'll probably make that and then blow up the whole world. We'll see. You got a new pupper? Let's go. Is it young pupper? What's our next goal, chat? What do we do? What was I gonna do before besides build the house? We should build the house. 2 months old pissing all over the floor. That sounds about right. Oh, I do know something that I'm gonna do eventually. Maybe we'll do that on this stream, I don't know. Or work towards it on this stream. We need to do most of the mods eventually anyway if we're gonna go for the star. You can see the star on some stuff. Because you need them to get the star, which is considered beating the mod pack. But this mod has this stuff. Specifically these two. It's got the extractor and the sorter. Yeah, we're gonna try and make the star. It's a long process, especially because I don't know what I'm doing, but it gives me a reason to try different mods anyway. But this has the enchanting extractor and the sorter, so I can attach that to the mob farm and it will strip enchants off of the gear and then sort stuff that has enchants or doesn't have enchants or whatever. Because that's going to be our main way to get enchants, I think, because of this thingy, which I need to work on some more too. But the only way to get the super high level enchants is actually not from the enchanting table, as good as this is. You can't get max enchants off of it, you have to get it from gear drops. There is a mod that shuts the villagers up, I should do that. They're very loud. There's so many though. I just muffle all of them because I really don't need to hear them making hum noises all the time. Farming enemy drops, yuck. The enemy drops are modified by one of, what is it? Apotheosis mobs or some shit. But this modifies it too, so when you go up in the world tier, you just drop better loot. So it's not too bad, especially when they spawn like this. Like, it doesn't take terribly long to farm them. So it's not too bad. I really like the look of that lever. Censoring does work, it's true. If you ignore the people, then it's fine. All along, they were right. You know what we could mess with? We could mess with occultism. There's occultism, there's ours. Oh, speaking of ours, I found, if people from last time remember the big library that had all the spells in it. I found a couple of those, so we have access to all of the basic spells now. Or all the basic glyphs, I should say. We do not have all of the glyphs, obviously, because those locations only drop the tier 1s. I think to get the better glyphs, you have to do rituals? While in Alcatraz, Al Capone was inmate number 85. Thank you. This is in fact a random fact. It's not a very interesting one, but you know. Glyph of propagate missile. Glyph of propagate self. Bubble. Bubble shield. Is he from The Sopranos? Yes. Correct. But also, importantly, because we actually got the stuff, it means we have access to that one spell that me and Stock were using constantly. And not that it matters, because I can fly, but it technically is faster. So I can do that now. Which is faster than flying, to be fair. So it does help me get around. I should probably carry this book around with me. That's about it. I don't know what to do in ours. I haven't actually looked at ours. It's got all this shit. There is a star item. Number 85 ever, or 85 of the people at the time. Well, now we have to do some Googling to learn about this fact. Enchanting apparatus. I did pick up some items from the magical university place. I don't know what the hell they call it. So there are some like random things we could mess with this, but I don't think there's too much. There is the mob farming, the Drigme stuff, which is probably useful for farming. I don't know if you can put like a wither in a jar. I think you can put a wither in a jar. Take that as you will. And that'll allow you to farm specifically the wither drops safely instead of... I don't think you can farm bosses like this at all. Why is it jiggling? Anyway. So we'll probably use that for farming bosses, but for the time being... Hi. Oh, the lag. For the time being, I do still just have a random collection of jarred entities up here, among other things. Like that shulker box, which might be good to set up a farm for. Look at our beautiful house, or well, what used to be our beautiful house, I guess. It's not really a house anymore, is it? Can I help you? Bitch. My character hasn't slept in like 4 months, it's fine. What we do need to do every time they show up, if chat remembers to remind me. Ow. Bitch. Essence of Undeath. Okay, sure. We need to remember to kill the rare spawns. Dirt Man! So that we can get the rare loot drops to level up the world tier and stuff. Also, speaking of Dirt Man, I need some dirt, if you don't mind. There is something I do miss in the other realm. It's nice because like nothing spawns there. So it's nice and peaceful, you know, there's not stuff around trying to molest you. But also it can't rain there. There's no weather. You don't get to enjoy the nice, peaceful existence of 900 flying birds in the air. It's rather unfortunate. Hello. But you do also miss out on the 900 skeletons, which, like, fuck skeletons. So. No one likes the skeletons. Not even Kitten liked the skeletons, and she only played for, like, an hour. How did you get over there? Are you okay? Are you also confused about how you got over there? What do we need? We need rare chest, rare legs, a bunch of epic stuff. Did we get rare legs? Did we get any legs? No. Sad. Like skeletons and zombie children. That's what I was saying. I bet there's a better way to fill in stuff with dirt. Why are y'all so loud? Why is there like 9 of you? Good God. Like, they're so noisy. Also, the enchant that causes like everything I kill to drop a soul gem is remarkably overpowered. Because I think the soul gems are also impacted by the looting value that they had when you got it. So every time I use a soul gem, I get like 900 items out of it for no reason. It's a little strong. Hello? Hi. Ah, rude as hell. Why are you so fast? Chat, why is he so fast? Hey, we got leg. Now we put leg on. Now we take leg off. Now I need a chest plate and some purple stuff. And then the world tier is done and I can stop thinking about it. In the meantime, I'm going to fall into small holes constantly. I could just build my house somewhere else, you know? Instead of refilling this in. Also, I expect chat to design my house, so you better start working on your entries to the house design contest. There is no prize, but it is a contest because I'm calling it a contest. Where do you submit? You have to make your design via a Google spreadsheet and send me the link. Bed next to main storage. Do you want walls or just that? Just a bed and a chest. Does main storage have walls? I mean, I guess on a technical note, you could just make your walls out of storage. Blame noob? What do we blame a noob on? Just in general? Lots of glass and water. There is that one kind of glass that's like fake glass. This takes an ender eye. I want to make that just to see what it does, because I don't understand when it says removes the water face. Whoops. Needs clear fluid glass. Remove the near surface water face for a crystal clear view, and then that turns into this. Oh, that makes it not solid. So you can have a door, a fake door. We'll have normal glass for comparison's sake. What did Noob do? Did he send something? Is Noob just being Noob? It does that. I see. Well, that looks much nicer. Maybe we could do something fancy with water in these glass blocks. It looks a little weird from the top, but actually, like, looking through it's kind of cool. Let me get rid of the water in here. It's literally perfectly clear. It's so weird looking. Ain't through these thing. Maybe we could do something with that. I would say it's expensive because it takes ender eyes, but like I literally have infinite ender eyes, so. Ender pearls, ender something. I got infinite something. Don't look at me. Maybe we can use it for bubble columns. I wonder what a bubble column looks like through that. Big spender, exactly. I got stacks. I don't, I'm poor. I need a new keyboard and I'm wishy-washing about spending to get a new keyboard when mine's literally broken. I shouldn't say literally broken as I am currently using it, so technically I suppose it works, but... Do you like the sound of placing dirt, by the way? Should we listen to more Nikkei music? Did I break it in gaming? No, it's apparently a known problem that these Logitech boards have. Logitech apparently cheaped out on the board support, so it flexes a lot, apparently. And that causes the cold solder joints to crack. Anything is better than the mod birds. They are strangely loud. I don't know why the mod is so loud with the birds. Why does it sound kind of like eating? It's being IRL accurate. Considering I'm likely to make some sort of foundational structure. Maybe we'll just fill up to that level for now. See what it looks like. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna bury these boxes, by the way, because I can't be fucking bothered dealing with that. Wasteful, I know, but I don't care. I don't care. We'll give Minecraft time to redeem itself and play one song, and then we'll slap the random YouTube playlist back on. I wonder what it's actually on right now. Not Nikkei, because I was listening to it. Yesterday? Someday. A day. There was a day at some point where I was listening to it. I love walking left and right repeatedly for 12 hours. Oi! Brother! Brother! I wish I could roll my R's. Like a certain crocodilian person. Let's see how long it would take before I started bothering Kitten by speaking like that. I don't think I brought enough dirt for this. I think I realized the scale of dirt required to fill in my past sins. Actually, I say that like I don't have a chest with 65,000 dirt in it. Never mind. I kind of forgot about the giant hole that used to have dirt in it. Also, who on the Minecraft team made it so that holding right click was just slightly too slow to keep up with movement? Because I need to have a talk with them. Alright, let's go get more dirt, because I think that's all my dirt. It is all my dirt. I'm dirtless. Hello, yes, I need more dirt. That was my existing dirt stockpile. This is the dirt from Large Hole. Somewhere in here is dirt. Somewhere in here should be dirt. There's gold ore in here, apparently. Hello, dirt? Oh, there it is. I do have a swiftness buff, but it does that even without the buff. I think it works if you're at max place distance. Or not max play, one of the two. It just doesn't do it as much as this. I just don't want to click right 4,000 times to fill in a hole. I am a simple man. With simple manly man needs. Such as placing dirt suboptimally, apparently. Oi! I'm like 90% certain that there is a tool that you can use to just fill stuff in anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant and I didn't need to do that, but... Alright, I got the basics of an idea, chat. What if we do... What if we do, chat, you know? Big cup of gin, tonic, green tea, and a big bowl of popcorn. Regular popcorn? Or we got fancy flavors? What if we did like a multi-level building? So like, there'd be a floor, obviously, you know, but like we got an area up here, not this whole chunk. Got an area up here, got some stairs down, we got an area down here or something, perhaps. And then maybe a little stairs up here for like a loft. Overlooking the living area. Perhaps. The worst part about this, or possibly the best part about this, depending on who you are, this mod pack has all of the macaw mods, which I was originally going to add to the normal vanilla stuff, because it basically is just vanilla stuff. But those mod packs are like purely decorative items, so there's like 8 million decorative items for everything you could possibly think of. Including fucking bridge supports, railed stairs, angled sunroofs, fancy windows. Some of them work as storage, I think. Apparently some of them work as enchanting bookshelves, which is interesting. Don't need that to get worse. Well, this isn't something you store, to be fair. These are just made with items that already exist. The reason there's 12 pages is because, well, the mod pack adds different wood, so these just auto-generate with the different woods. But you wouldn't be making, 500 stone steep top roofs and then storing them. You just make those when you use them and then throw them out. Fly, please. Thank you. Oh, the birds are back. Yes, birds. I'm also likely to, oh, no. Likely to do that. I'm likely to replace a bunch of this peat with dirt so that grass can grow out here. Well, now I got more hole to fill in. You thought we was closer to done, but no, I tell you what, I make a new hole right now. Make a better hole. Better, faster, stronger. Is that all of them? Why slap? Do not slap. I am fragile. Curtis told you to slap. What the hell, Curtis? I thought we was on the same team. No, not Steam. Stone. Well, now Azure's slapping. What the hell? We can't just keep blaming Curtis for everything. You're making these choices yourself. These is uses armses that you're using. Why is it neon? Sometimes glowing mobs spawn. I don't actually know what it means. I don't think they're any different. They're just shiny. Shiny mobs. For your shiny mob farming needs, I don't know. Maybe they drop shiny mob eggs. Every time I've killed one, it's just the same, the normal loot. Yeah, I love the weird placement of these blocks we got going on. Yeah. Yes. Naturally porous stone formation? How did you know that's what I wanted? It's for the Pokemon fans. There is a version of this mod pack for the Pokemon mod, Cobblemon. I don't know if I'll ever play it because it seems like most of the Pokemons are effectively worthless, and I don't really care for capturing. Oh my god, hello. Supporting my architectural endeavors. Enjoy your night. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Fall asleep to the sounds of angry night birds. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the special mob spawn message for a second there. Hello, I'm here to murder. Fucker just yield a full health. Don't do that. Even drop any. Alright. Even drop anything. We can get the drops from normal mobs too. I think it's just a dramatically lower chance. Wow, I didn't even look at its name. What was it? If they drop gear with their names, so sometimes it's silly. Can you not? You don't even have to say you did, just don't. I wasted a stone because I don't have silk touch. I wasted 2 because I didn't realize that particle effect would go through the ground. Ah! Oh, the letters were all funky? Did it disappear? Maybe they do disappear on their own. This is my foundation that I'm laying out, by the way, just so everyone knows what the hell I'm doing. Again, building is not going to be the whole chunk, but... I need to put the torch back down so shit stops spawning right next to me. Or put normal torches down. Or sleep so the birds fuck off. That might be useful. They aggro from so far. But we need to kill the thing. I'm gonna go eat. We need it to be night because I want the mobs to spawn. I'm gonna sleep in the piss bed. Oh, that's another technically negative, but not really negative of this, of that mining dimension that has all my buildings in it. You're always at 15 light level in that dimension. So you don't get darkness or anything. You can't design fancy lighting. Didn't I sleep? I did sleep, didn't I? Why is it night? Ow. Fiery stuff. A shield. Does that count as wielding a weapon if I do this? Probably not. Oh, it does. Nice. So we need a rare chestplate, epic chestplate, and epic leggings. And then we'll have max world tier, and I won't need to worry about picking up specific loot other than for the enchants and stuff. You know what? Hold on. I need some proximity safety. They'll still spawn further away. Why were his legs not attached? They'll still spawn further away, but it'll at least keep them from directly next to me. Are you just wearing a diaper? Why do you look at how much shit is out here? What the hell is going on? Also, I'm glad we slept, only for the stupid birds to still be here. I hate these things. And now my inventory is full of crap. Heck. Plus side of the enchants on that weapon. Lots of free stuff. Downside. That. Put it all in there. Whoops, that's not right. Put it all in there. What's the worst that could happen? Filling my inventory that I have a limited capacity on? Nah. I would never. I keep forgetting there's a button to just do that. No, that's why we don't do that, because it takes my steak. My steak is very important, chat. It's a little weird that you can tell it to remember that slot. But I don't think there's a way to tell it to do nothing with that slot. Like to lock it. I don't think there's a way to tell it to lock it. Just to remember what's there for some reason. Why do I keep coming back up? We are going to need a saw, probably, I think is what I can do with that, yeah. And we're gonna need a stone cutter. I have a stone cutter, don't I? I do. Just one word, apparently, you idiot. Dinner is a Dr. Pepper Zero veggie sticks and a string cheese. I suppose that's better than nothing, but that's not dinner. That's like a snack. You know what I need to check, because I've had this game AFK for a while. Bam, bam, bam. I think we are capped on that. I should tell you to make more essence. Just make 1024. That takes roughly 8 billion resources, so you'll be doing that for a while. You don't want a full meal though? But what of food? Gravestone. No food? Oh. We may have to go hunting for trees, by the way, just to find things that look nice. That's a really blue tree, holy shit. Hmm. Your back is still killing you? What did you do to your back that has resulted in this? Hello, noob. Corner trim, a dining bench, pillar trim, curtain rod. Can I have curtains? Every so often your spine just likes to rebel. Have you told it you're gonna hold back its pay if it keeps this up? It doesn't care? Fair enough. Make corner with new stairs. You can place balcony on it. Rooftop. Let me see something here. Sorry, you can call noob old to make up for the fact that he posted the old emote. I want the porch from like an old log cabin. You know what I mean? How do I make the porch from an old log cabin? That's what my brain is thinking of right now. Don't need to, we already know he's old. Point laugh, Lamau. We could just do like an overhang roof without the floor. Kind of want the floor, though. Kitten has been old even since she was small. This is why Noob gets bullied. Also, I really hate how much... This is just a problem every time I try to reference anything, to be fair. But I really hate how many AI pictures show up when you search for references. I need like a thin vertical pillar, but I don't think... Unless I can make them with a stick, but that might be too thin. I think this is different anyway. I think that's a tool. Construction stick. Maybe the banisters will behave the way I want naturally. Like if I do that and then build on top of it. Nope, that certainly doesn't do what I want. What does the stick do? I'm pretty sure this is a tool for doing stuff, but what does the stick do? Oh, the stick places what I look at? Oh. Well, that's handy regardless. It appears to have settings on it, but I don't know if you can change this. Use fences as poles? We could do that. Those center, though. I kind of like these banisters, and those are offset. We may end up having to just do, like... It's not very log cabin-y, but we could do something like the stone pillars. Not necessarily these, but... That doesn't really line up either. Because it's on the wrong block. That's probably why it doesn't line up. No, it still doesn't line up. Oh, what is Curtis doing? What if I put a straight up log in here? Or a stripped log? Where is my spruce? There it is. Bless you in the background. Curtis is throwing up. Hello. Oh, thank you. Did Curtis eat something he shouldn't have eaten? Now, this does have some different stuff in it. Maybe it's got nice pillar. There are these pillar trims. Maybe we could do something with pillar trims? Cheese aging shelf. Oh, it's just a hairball. Normal captivities. Excuse me. What do the balcony pieces look like in comparison, just for the sake of seeing? Fireplace mantle. Got two different crafting tables on a stick? What the hell? Wooden wheels? What the hell? Do they get the hairballs from licking themselves? I assume so. Silly cats and their licking. This is all just the same stuff in it. Yeah. Give me a pillar trim for the sake of seeing. Alright. What's this? We placed up to 4 times on the same block. Use shears to change style. Right click with X to cycle. Oh. That has to be shears, unfortunately. I get some shears. Let me get some shears spelt. I don't have any shears. Let me make some shears. Different post style. Fair enough. You take the cover off your computer tomorrow and clean it. I do not know the last time I've cleaned mine, to be honest with you. We could just do something like this. I mean, it's much larger than I want it to be. Obviously use like a log or something inside. Can't place it on those sides. God damn it. It's too easy to break things with this axe, bro. God damn it. There's a limit to how fast you should be able to mine. It makes it look too fancy. How do I make myself look poor? Where am I? Oh, there are these. I need a framing goob. These are the blocks that let you, how do I use this? Oh, a framing saw, my bad, I didn't realize it was a separate thing. These are the blocks that let you click them with a different block to, like, look like it, if that makes any sense at all, if anyone's following along. What a different saw that is? Okay, sure. Does it let you just put the appearance on it, like, immediately? Maybe not. Too few input items to evenly convert this output. I just want to see the pillar. Thin pillar. Small pillar. There's a lot of options. Holy shit. You. Double corner slope panel? No. Inner corner slope panel? No. You could frame hoppers, dude. You could frame lanterns? Post might just straight up work. CPU comes in tomorrow. That was some fast shipping. Let me make more of these frame blocks. Is that what they were called? Frame somethings? I don't remember. Framed secret storage. Oh. Frame cube. That's what it was. While you're buying her a new computer, can you buy me that new keyboard? Thank you. What am I crafting? I'm trying to do some architecture. I'm trying to see if we can make a thin pillar that might work well with an attempt to make a an old log cabin style porch. Make one of these just for reference. Where is the pillar? Oh, there it is. So they're both only centered, which makes it not work as well with the other blocks. How you doing? Feet. Have I exploded anything yet? No. I do have a big pit. If you'd like to see my big pit, here's my big pit. Are you impressed at the size of my gaping hole? Shouldn't phrase it like that, but I did it intentionally, and now I'm disappointed in myself. Could be bigger? Alright, fuck you. I mean, these are both much better sized posts for a basic, like a porch post. But they're not going to work with these because these aren't center placed. That clearly looks bad. My right ear is enjoying machinery. You didn't say no, so let's go. Look for frame named corner. There are corner pieces, but I don't know if they're very pillory. You can make half stairs? Interesting. Oh wait, no, there's a fucking corner pillar right there. What am I on about? Hold. Obviously doesn't go in that corner. Can I place one on each? Can only place one on each. It is in the corner though. Is there like a 3/4 pillar? We're getting real specific now. What do you mean vertical stairs? Why is it sideways? Assuming it even existed, what would I be looking for something that's just 3/4 of a block? What am I talking about? I can just do the vertical sideways stairs. That doesn't look like a pillar anymore, though, does it? It's no longer a pillar, it's just a corner. Noob, can you program something for me? Three-way corner pillar. How is that different from stair? Sideways stair. Program me. You been up to anything cool, Feep? You doing any artistical designs? Split pillar socket. Pillar socket. There's the top and bottom of a pillar. Yes. How do you flip block? I just place it on the roof and it would be flip. It would be like that. I've made a pillar. Streamer is not stinky. Streamer is a fresh showered. Well, not fresh, I guess it was a few hours ago, but you found some ADHD meds that make you go burr so your house is clean? Let's go. Now you can invite chat over to enjoy some nice baked goods. Chat is stinky? Fair point. If by baked goods, no, I mean like cookies. Like, you know, you know, a good chocolate chip or something. Except Noob, because he's being weird, he doesn't get anything anymore. You have strawberries and Nutella. I've never actually had Nutella, by the way. One-way window. I've lived a Nutella-less life. Problem is, obviously, this is not how tall the roof would be. It would be more like that. And then we just have a weird, skinny part of a pillar. It's good, a tad overrated, but quite good. You're meh. If only they'd release a spread that was orange in chocolate, you could just make your own spreads, you know. The government doesn't want you to know this, but you are legally allowed to create your own stuff. Explain. Well, you take a chocolate and you take an orange of some variety, preferably in the form of a gooey substance, And then you can put them together like you would a sandwich. You just like rub them together and then you got chocolate and orange. And you put it in a jar. There are, in fact, ducks in the art. I like how it's the IRS that shows up for this discussion about baking things. What if we just do it like this for some sort of style, but it maintains the, you know, the connection? It does look a little bit weird, but we're working with Minecraft-y. And then we'll have the roof over top of it. The other option is we go like that one dude on YouTube, the primitive technology dude, fuck pillars. We just have like an overhang roof, or fuck railings, just have an overhang roof with the pillars holding it up, which might look better, to be honest. I wanted to do a porch to avoid, you know, having the grass right up to the door, but I guess it doesn't matter. We can have the grass up to the door. As long as we can move away from the tinnitus. I'm sorry. I've not invested in whatchamacallit, the muffling upgrade for the machines. Can I do anything with the wheat? That would be interesting. Can I put wheat on a frame? No. Oops, with the fur. Everybody was looking at her. Stop going to the stone cutter. That's not stone. Let's make some roof. I will construct some variety of roof. Do not know which. Just go with a low top roof. That's a good noise. I see y'all are still here. Now you're craving chocolate-covered orange wedges? That dude didn't even fight back. He just accepted his death. Best I can do on that front is, where's the house? There it is. Best I can do on that front is a very simple chocolate donut hole that I made. That's all I got. Is that a... No, it's a ghost. Hey, Benito. May you too have snack? No. How's Benito doing? Streamer called you fat? I did. How did you know? Oh, that auto corners. Nice. It has occurred to me that I was originally going to have some sort of foundation here, and I did not place anything below that. Hello, welcome back to Tinny. What year is it Noob is coding Monty Python? I don't know if you've noticed, but Noob is like an 800-year-old ancient being that makes references only to things that happened at minimum 15 years ago. I've seen like clips of Monty Python, but I've never seen the whole of Monty Python. You're trying out the Minecraft Plants vs. Zombie mod. Why is there a Plants vs. Zombie mod? Cretan the Special. This is why we disable the magnet while we're building, because it puts all the stuff in the box, in the backpack. Words are hard. Hello? Oh. I've never played basic Plants vs. Zombie. I certainly would not play a mod version of it. How do you even make a Plants vs. Zombie mod? It's a tower defense game. Minecraft mod specifically. Didn't I only have... Why do I have one extra of these? What? If I do it like this, yeah, it does that. Okay. Although I actually think I like that. If I knew what I was doing, I wouldn't have to keep coming in here and grabbing stuff. But I don't know what I'm doing, so we're gonna have to keep coming in here to cram. Where's the roof? There the roof. Low roof. Let's make a bunch of them. We can always get more spruce. Everyone please proceed to point and laugh at Noob. Well, that's obviously not going to work. How do I make it half a block up? Or maybe we just make it flat. Because the building is just going to be there anyway. We should probably just make it flat. Which I can't do out here. I can do pressure plates. Let me just bring the thing out here. Specifically the saw. Wish you didn't need to use these barehanded. Flat cat. Don't think the cat is flat. They're liquid. I don't know about flat though. I would like to craft excuse me, he gone. Cat not flat, elf flat. Unconvinced people even though. Is there a flat roof specifically? Doesn't look like it. I don't know if people understand what flat is supposed to actually mean. Maybe I can find a covering that looks better for that. Also, can I get some gosh darn grass over here? If you don't mind, so it looks less hideous. Thank you. Now we make the house. Which more than likely pieces of this are going to end up getting replaced. Why are you so noisy? My, the neighbors are loud. My, the neighbors making funny noises. I want some shutters, so let's design around the existence of shutters, shall we? Why is Noob calling Kitten fat? Or sorry, flat? I read that wrong. Can't believe Noob would do that. My poor inventory. This is why Kitten hates us. We have like a window here. What do these shutters do? They look like that. What if I actually put something to place them on? Oh jeez. I guess you do it like that. They're not actually interactable, they're just visual shutters and we have a window there. Probably want to make those out of a different wood so they stand out a little bit. Probably want to make a lot of parts out of this, out of different things. We're gonna replace bits, but for meow. Let's make a frame. They're excited for my architect era. There is no architect era, only disappointment. Is this a better or worse stream experience than when I'm figuring out the tech mods is really the question. I think I want 2 windows here. And to fit the things we need a space, so it'd be like this wide. It's a fairly wide build. It doesn't look too bad. It does end up putting this window not covered by the front, but like, you know, it's a decorative choice or something. I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time porches didn't cover all the windows. Okie dokie, there's our, for the time being, theoretical front. How does it look, chat? Do you like it? Does it look okay? Need to replace some materials, I think, but like, you know, to start. Do I have any concrete? I do. I want to... Needs a swinging door. Oh, you're right. There are different door types. Have to look at this. What can I make with, like, gray concrete? Can I make anything cool with this? I can make a roof. Not particularly cool. What is good for a flooring? I want some wood flooring and I want some not wood flooring. Can I search wood? Does that work? Not technically. Let's get nice dark oak flooring. Dark flooring is very nice, especially with wood. Popsicle. That would be a good flooring. What kind of popsicle you got? What kind of popsicle we working with here? Why do I have so much ore still? Oh, right, because we're out of fluid, so this is taking forever, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. Carry on. Most of that's getting voided anyway, because it goes into a storage that has a limit somewhere in here. This one. Pale yellow, so you think it's pineapple? This guy doesn't even know what he's eating, Lamau. What the fuck? We could do brick. You don't really do brick interior, though. We could do some brick exterior, though. That's true, the fireplace. Can do any shapes with this. I can do a lot of stuff with this. Brick clover paving. Oh, I can do pavers for the entryway too. That's true. Let's make some flagstone and see what that looks like. Maybe some the classic basket weave paver pattern. Bam, 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 bam. I thought there was a... Maybe brick doesn't have it. I thought I saw like a mantle that you... A fireplace mantle thing that you could do. Or maybe it's a frame. Fucking... No. It is not a frame. Bam, 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 bam. We need something that's like a tile of some description. Can I make that out of quartz? That would be a good assumption. Can I make nice quartz tiling? Quartz brick, maybe? Meow, 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 meow. Oh, that just sits on top. Oh, interesting. That can be used. That means it won't go under that, though. Yeah. That doesn't look at all like tile, chat. Yeah, we can do some texture layering. That doesn't look like tile at all. We're gonna have to go chop down more trees. Chat. We're gonna have to do some deforestation. It's not, again, the world's got enough fucking trees. We got 8 million trees around to work with. Hey, look, the tree I wanted. How very convenient. And now my inventory's full of useless food. Glorious. Wait, what? What do you mean dark oak wood? Sorry. It's not what I meant to make at all. Axe ate that tree fast. It's a good axe. It has a harvest speed of 113.55, which is like 40 times faster than diamond. I don't know, it's fucking unusable. 90% of the time. I made too many of those. I needed one, I made like 400. It is true, it's good for entire tree. Consume tree. I know I just said you don't really do brick interior, but I think we're gonna do some brick interior. Maybe just this little transition bump. Mine brick. Mine brick. Yeah, we're getting bricked up. Correct. Factual. Maybe like that. And then this, we can make like that. Because there's gonna be a transition here to a different level. Bam, 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 bam. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to do all the angle blocks for the... That's not the same wood. Just realized that. Gonna have to do all the angle blocks for where the rooftop is, unless I just make a flat interior roof with an attic, which I guess I could, but not for this side. It's gonna be open. We have a little step up here. Two steps up here, because it needs a floor. We're gonna have some steps up here. So this will be open. Maybe we'll have an attic on this side or something. Are you getting the idea, chat? Are we on the same page? Are we tubular together, perchance? What happened to my... What logs are these? Spruce. Do I have any spruce? I've stripped spruce. We shouldn't be stripping. No. Ban noob. God damn it. Can you stop picking up trash? Now, when we're talking cat treats, are we getting like the little dry pebbles? Is that if we were to partake of the treatage? Is that what we'd get? Yes? Mm. 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 Cereal is basically human kibble. Yeah, but it's human kibble that's like flavored, usually less like depression. Hadn't I silenced the villagers? That's me, Herman. Mm. There's no villagers out here. There's those dudes. That's not villagers. No. Mm. What kind of stairs do I want? Wooden cheval de frise. Frise. Bobcat likes to body slam the back of your head if she wants treats. Now slow your rolling. Bulk stairs? Compact stairs? Loft stairs? I use the loft stairs for these. Let's get some bulk stairage going on, and then we'll make some nice railing. See what that looks like. Take my son's name out of your whore mouth. What the hell? Ooh, beautiful. No, less beautiful. Beautiful. Hit the right block would be a good start. The brick makes it look more like a retaining wall, which is kind of what I want it to feel like. By the by, it does look a little New York apartment style with the exposed brick wall, although it's like 400 times the size already, but like, you know, it's a retaining wall. It's holding all this stuff back. I like big stairs, and I cannot lie. No day is safe from noob. No place is safe from pumpkin. Together they make a barely functioning entity. What if we do... What if we do, chat? Have you thought about that? Like, what if we do? Indeed. 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 I'm thinking. This is what I do when I'm thinking. I have a little tile area there, whatever the fuck that is. We'll have another whatever the fuck right here of some varietous size, perchance. Brother, brother, please. Yolanda has awoken nearby. What if we do a bedroom here, perhaps? Have an open area there, and then some sort of thing here. I don't know what sort of thing. We do like one of these maneuvers. We'll have a door there. This is how people plan houses, by the way. Just throw some dirt down and design it. What if we do that, chat? Does that look like a reasonable floor plan for a building that doesn't actually need anything in it? I think that looks nice enough. This is my house. That's it. It's done. I've finished constructing it. Do you like it? I wish the block of quartz looked more like tile. How do I make tile? What is the secret that would allow me to have tile? It's not a very big bedroom. I guess I can move the stairs over one and that gets us that much bedroom. Although the beds, do I make a double bed? I guess I should make a double. Well, no, we do a single bed. I like to sleep in small bed. Small turtle bed. Small slammed kitchen thing. Oops, that's kitchen drawer. Right. I don't know the targeting hitbox for these. That doesn't really make any sense, but either way. And I will for now continue using spruce log to mark things out. Is that all the spruce? Oh no, they're right there. Never mind. I lied to you, chat. I'm sorry. It will happen again. I will not apologize. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I will apologize again. The layer above the stone is going to be the floor, right? Yeah, okay. Which means this actually needs to be lowered. My god. Everything's wrong. I dug a hole over there. Remember when I said it makes it basically unusable? If I'm not mass mining everything in a 4-kilometer radius of where I'm aiming, it just doesn't work very well. What are these corners right next to each other? How do I make it look good? I do not, I don't think. There's a door over here too, so I can exit this way. Maybe we'll leave those pillars to the extraneous edges like that, I guess. Sure. And then continue unnecessarily replacing this dirt because you're literally not going to be able to see any of this wood. It just occurred to me. So it doesn't matter at all. Streamer man has planned out very well. Knows exactly knows exactly what he's doing. Why is it sometimes so quiet? I would know. That's true. I would know I left dirt down there and hate myself. Ooh. Who up hootin' the owl? I like this song. Is this the first music that's played the whole stream, by the way? I mentioned earlier that we were going to let Minecraft play one song. Hydrate? I'm trying to die out here, brother. What do you mean, hydrate? Got an icy hot patch for your back? Poggies? But near the mighty, I should kill the purple ones. At the very least, should kill the purple ones. Are you in the ground? What the hell? Brother! Yeah. Are you okay? You good? What did he drop? Trash. I dropped a purple helmet. Didn't I need a purple helmet? That was a chest plate. You like the dirt man with the funny hats? Hello. Him and his dirt. At some point I have to figure out how the roof is going on this, which is going to determine quite a lot about how this actually gets finished. And I have no idea how you fit a roof on a structure that looks like this in Minecraft, to be honest. All I know is that if the roof was across here, it would be the minimum 2 height. And I don't like that, I like 3, so we need the roof on top of that. But the roof block all go up, so it's gonna make room anyway, so... heck. Hello, I've run out of spruce. Why am I looking up there? Like the spruce is up there? It is not. It is down there. We also need to make more windows. We need more windows, chat. Very, very small window, but it is a window nonetheless. There's a fucking chest in the way. Who put this chest? Why is there a floating chest to begin with? What lunatic used to be here? Kind of want to make just a ginormous window on this side or something. What if we make a full wall window? Would that even look good? Who knows? Make big window. I've decided a big window. No. Okie dokie. As someone who has one, you hate it, but why? I also have a ginormous window in the next to the nook, the breakfast nook, which is where I eat every meal, not just breakfast, but that's what it's called. It is unfortunately a single pane with a corner in it. So it leaks an enormous amount of energy from the sun warming the house. It is not great. I have no idea why you would put a single pane window in a building in the state of Florida, but like, you know, I guess just like cooking to death, I suppose. What was I doing? What was I thinking about mere seconds ago? Oh, right, the stair for that. I was gonna use the loft stairs over there. Where are the loft stairs? I was told distinctly that there are loft stairs. Yeah, there. During summer, it gets too hot, and in the winter, it leaks in cold air, plus it's right beside your computer desk. Oh, that makes it notably worse. They don't work right now because there's no floor, but that'll go up. We'll have a little loft here of some description. Figure that out. Right now, I need to figure out floors. I think I'm going to put wool in the... Or carpet, specifically, I guess. Put carpet in the bedroom here. It's gonna have to be wool, because you can't put carpet underneath stuff like a bed. I need to move the chest. No, they stay there. Heck, carpet. What's wrong with carpet? It's soft. It doesn't get cold in the winter. It dampens sound so that you guys don't hear my voice reverberating in your ears when I talk. I don't think I talk loud enough for that to happen anyway. I would collect cat fur, that's fair. Everything collects cat fur. Well, the puke too, that's more reasonable. I suppose... You mostly meant the tiles in the game. What game? This is real life. This is my actual house floor plan that I'm laying out. I'm pretty sure I have enough memory to actually lay out the house I grew up in, and this one, obviously. Carpet and MC is best fuel source. What if I just used the entrapped soul of a dragon instead? Have you thought about that as a power source? Bucko? I don't think I have any wool. I have some. I'm not using white wool. Don't fucking look at me like that. Is there fancy carpet we can use? Ribbled. What does ribbled means? Mystic AG Uranite Nitrogen? You mean these? You need me to fix the hammer? Hold on, let me concentrate really hard. It's fixed. You're welcome. It was a good noise, I'm sure. Oh, never mind. Fuck that forever. It's never getting fixed again. I'm sorry to break this to you. What does ribbled mean? Soft red carpet, as opposed to the not soft version of carpet, I guess. Well, if you could place these under things, well, we can still use them for some texturing on height, I suppose. What color carpet should I make, chat? I have a message. It's Mop. Hello, Mop. She won't hear me say hello unless Kitten mentions it, but hello, Mop. Pink? It is the cat with its tongue out, yes. I'm gonna have to make all of these carpets to see what they look like. What does it take to make them? Chiseling. That doesn't make any sense. Or a workbench. Alright, let's make a bunch of pink carpet. Let's make a bunch of pink dye and then make a bunch of pink carpet. Hello, where's the... I'm messing with EMI instead of JEI, so everything's weird and I'm confused by the existence of buttons in places that buttons normally aren't, and also it doesn't sort by craftable, which is strange to me. How do you actually make carpet? Oh, with wool. Right, that makes sense. So I need to make wool, which I don't have a lot of wool. Never mind, I have a lot of wool. I lied to you, chat. Shouldn't have done that, because I still need pink wool, chat. My fucking inventory is a disaster. Okay, put some wool down. Should have checked if I can actually make this look different, or if it's just the wool look. What is a bunting? Can be placed on ropes. Sleeping bag. Hammock. Cushion. There's so many options. Pink floating carpet. What do you... Why? What? What do you mean floating? Decorative flags, wide streamers, or draperies made of fabric or of plastic, paper, or cardboard in imitation of fabric. So like the things you see at like parties? Some parties, I guess, more specifically, I suppose. I'm scrolling through this slowly, like there's not 207 pages of recipes that use this that are all mostly just colored objects. Boy, howdy. I can scribe a glyph on it. Blame noob, he scared Curtis. That sounds about right. Let me do the thing that I was supposed to do before we came here. That's not the teleport. Let me make a... Didn't it just say workbench and like not anything else? Big yawn. This is just called a workbench from cheap. And yet when I search workbench, I do not see a workbench. See other workbench. Whatever the hell a tag workbench is. Tag filters. Botanist workbench. That's not what we're looking for. What if I just make a chisel? I already have a chisel. What if I just use a chisel? Noob, I need you to show up and explain yourself, please. What do we got? Cornered pink carpet? I kind of like that for a rug look. Cube. Is that the same? It is the same texture, just squared in the corners and rotated. No, whatever. It's fine. It's a carpet texture. What do you want from it? I'm just looking to get some texture to the carpet. Cameron has awoken nearby. I knew someone named Cameron. So we're going to have a bed here, some furniture in the corners, some furniture in other places. I hadn't determined where the other furniture is going to go, but I can move the carpet around, I guess. I made way too much carpet. To nobody's surprise, there's my beautiful pink bedroom. I've also decided it's a little silly to have a huge open window that you can't reasonably close in your bedroom. They're not called blinds. What are they called? They're called curtains. That just straight up goes over it, doesn't it? Yeah, I see. How many options of curtain are there? Holy shit. Hmm. No, I can't see it because it's pink on pink. Hold on. Doesn't really fit with the wood at all. Probably going to change that. But what I do know that exists somewhere in here. Oh, it's right there. Curtain rods. Does that make it look a little nicer? It does. I need more than one curtain rod, though. Does it extend curtain rod into one? It does. Technology. It doesn't look too bad considering there's no furniture and also no glass. Oh, you know what else I need to put around the outside? Hold on. No, a fatal flaw in the design. The shutters take up the whole block, so I can't put one on this wall. Maybe we just don't have a shutter or a window there. That kind of sucks. I mean, there's a window right there. There's a big window there. Do we really need one right there? It's fairly open. I like how I'm thinking about shutters on all the windows and blinds so you can close them as if there's not a ginormous fucking one that's going to be right here that I physically can't close. Well, we could have giant curtains, I guess. Because it looks like they designed it that you could like line them up vertically and still have it make some sense, like this carpet. Like that. So I guess we could have blinds on big window. They just wouldn't close because that's too much window to have closable blinds on. Although realistically, I don't think I'm ever going to mess with those anyway. Pumpkin doing pumpkin things, classic. Let's see, what do we need? We need floor. We need a lot of things. We need floor. What kind of floor? I want tile over there. Maybe I'll make this a fake kitchen that I'm not actually going to use to do any kitchen activities. Because I'm going to actually make a kitchen in the main base at some point. Let's do that. Also get some of this stuff out of my God-forsaken inventory. Please, I beg of you. Surely I won't need any of that in about 2 seconds. Let me get some kitchen floor. Honestly, the regular black and white is kind of fine. She once again fell behind the dryer. You need to put like a bundle of something back there. Save Pumpkin from themselves. Yeah, let's just do the black and white. Works well enough. I don't know if 16 is enough because I didn't bother to count. Let's go. It's not. Fire hazard, though? That's true, I guess. Fair point. I like how I get lost every time I come here. It's just like when I teleport in Final Fantasy. Wow. A black dye? What the hell? Why are we rolling a 1d4? Are we passing a perception check? Oh, I made it. I see. Never mind. Carry on, my wayward son. Make a little foyer out of something. I'm not quite sure what. What do you make foyers out of? Foyers. Foyer. Honestly, might just make it out of basic bitch stone. Smooth, well, not basic, but smooth stone. Yeah, we'll just use smooth stone for that. What about up here? We need some floor for up here. If I could just fucking figure out something that looks like tile, I'd be a lot happier, but my brain is just stuck on tile. I can think of naught but tiling. Hello, I'm gonna borrow you to smelt some stuff if you don't mind. Bam, bam, bam. There it is. Smooth stone. Can I make tile out of smooth stone? I have an ant. It's kitten this time. So many ants. I can make a station platform, apparently. Smooth texture. Has connecting texture. What does that look like? What is a connecting texture? Find out more. Oh, it does that. Oh, okay, that's nice. I like that. It's a good ant. I will watch. Why is it so loud? Oh, I think I've seen this clip before, actually. I'd like to question what the fuck's going on in what I assume is their bread machine, because, like, that's not what it should look like. At all. I can't figure out anything that would make tile, and it's killing me. And I want tile, but I can't figure out tile, chat. Fucking heck. You just saw the dumpy emote and it made you think of Mop. That's fair enough, because that was like 90% of her chat messages. What about this funny backseat? What is that stuff? Literally nothing. Unless I can smelt it into something? It looks like this when smelted once. What does that do? Kinda looks like marbling. And I smelt it again. No. It does kinda look like marbling. But not quite. Good for a countertop. Just broke it for no reason. Good for a countertop, probably not a floor though. The block of quartz does not work. I'm pretty sure the Certus is not going to work. It wouldn't be a good color anyway. What about iron blocks? Can I do anything with iron blocks? Not at all. Terrible. Unfortunate building material. Well, actually, that doesn't technically matter. Well, does it matter? Yeah. sort of. Begyon. I also begyon. I was gonna say it doesn't technically matter because we can just make a frame in any, you know, shape we want. We could make our own tile, actually, now that I think about that, because isn't there a... I'm gonna call it fucking slabs, because that would be too convenient. It does say slab. Why does searching... I don't... Maybe I type it. Whatever. Fucking stupid ass. Yeah, checkered slab. We can make our own tile. It has to strictly a checkerboard, I guess. Let me just make a bunch as a demo, a test of your reflexes. Is that what he says? Framed centered slab. What does it mean? What does it mean? I should not have made that many of them. I have turned into an old man. My God. Maybe I should have made that many of them. Furry Vongro. I can't believe he's a furry. And then some sort of different floor here, and probably put a fireplace or something. Maybe I should move that window one over so I can center a fireplace. A fancy marble fireplace. Do you like my flooring, Chad? It's beautiful. Now we can think about what to make the floor of. What if I just try and feed it a nether quartz instead of a block? I kind of want the quartz blocks. What else do? We need some contrast. Not too much contrast though, just a little bit of contrast. We do a light gray. Meow, meow, meow. It's been 2.5 hours and I've technically accomplished nothing. Are you proud of me? No, okay. Doesn't work like that. I built the house. Well, technically I haven't built the house yet. The quartz looks good. The concrete looks terrible. It's too flat. No. Oh, it's so over. What? Kind of hate that you have to break them to get the camo off of them, but whatever. Meow, meow, meow. Is this using the... It is, okay. Alright, so we need something that isn't concrete. because concrete has no texture and thus makes me sad. What if we give it the texture of clay? What is the texture of clay, actually? No. Immediately decided I don't like that plan. How does the texturing work if I do, like, brick? Just out of curiosity. Or the, tiled? No, panel concrete. What does that do? Well, the panel concrete doesn't work very well, and neither does the brick, for that matter. Somewhat disappointingly. We need something that has, this is going to sound like a very stupid sentence. We need something that has a flat texture across the whole thing, but isn't flat like concrete. Does that make sense? Sorry, I started dying mid-sentence there. Like, we can't have the brick texture because that doesn't work very well as a tile. So we need something that has the same texture on the whole thing but isn't concrete. We can use the Rowan bricks. I forgot I had those. I was using those to try out different brick looks. I don't remember when. But they would work well for aged outdoor bricks if I built something outdoors. What about kiwi? Some form of kiwi. Kiwi is what I use in here. Maybe just regular kiwi? Hmm. Then it looks very much like the black and white down there, I suppose. What the fuck? I don't think that looks terrible. It does just look like a different version of that. Do I want it to look like a different version of that? Maybe. Is it a bad thing that it looks like that? Mm. Mm. I think it's fine because it's a different tile pattern. A different grid pattern. Let's go with these. I can always tear it out if I don't like it. Spend another 3 hours of my life deciding on textures. It's the end game for every video game. At some point, you're going to be looking at things and figuring out what texture is better. See, I like that it's just got that little... The dark spots don't really have it, but the light definitely does. Got the little hint of lines across them. Looks good enough. Methinks... I don't know what chat thinks, but methinks it looks good enough. I would prefer an actual tile texture, but I don't think we have a tile texture. Yeah, the grout lines. It does also kind of make it look like we're working with several different, but two different sizes. Like we got the small white ones and then big black one. Since the dark color has no line on it. For some reason, I don't really know why. Alright, so I need something here, which I think I might just do the smooth stone back there again. This is kind of just like a back area anyway. It's gonna go up to a loft that I have to figure out later because I need the roof before I can figure out the loft. I need something her. Which I might just use the dark oak again, to be honest. I don't see a reason not to. It is, after all, the same house, likely to use some of the same material. Dark oak blank. Thank you. I'm so glad that the transition between those two areas is like instant. Like that. Although I am tempted to fix this up, but that wouldn't work with this because it's slabs, and even if it wasn't slabs, it'd look weird to get on the side. Maybe we just leave the brick. Split house design, upgraded partway through the house's life for additional room, you know? I should have picked up the stone while I was in there. I did not, however, because I'm a dummy. That's the wrong smooth stone. No. Why do I have two different smooth stones now? I know why I have two different smooth stones. I did it to myself, but why? How did I do this, actually? How did I make this the smooth stone? Oh, it's stone cut. Never mind. You like that noise? Plays that noise for everyone nearby in multiplayer, by the way. There we go, just a little stone back area there, that unfinished flooring or whatever. How's the floor plan look so far, chat? I might stop doing this here and do a little occultism so I have some evidence of occultism on stream before I mess with it on my own. Continue the house construction another day. I think it's looking alright. It needs furniture, obviously. Needs a roof. Need door. Figure out what kind of door and what kind of glass. Probably just window panes of some description. Oak 4-pane window. Resizable window. Rectangle window. Hello, I would like to install a resizable window in my house, please. Alright, we made good progress on abode. Let me put the bed over there. We need to make this bed appropriately colored for the bedroom, but there you go. And I'll set my home point. Whoops, that's not set home. There you go. Me bedroom. It's gonna be terrible because we don't have a tarp over the top, and when it rains, it's just gonna be terrible, awful. Everything's gonna be wet in there. How do I do occultism, chat? How do I do occult? Kitten, can you explain? Explain how I become a maid cult. Dear God. Step 1, get dress. Do I have to visibly, like, show that? Do I have to have a webcam on with my maid outfit? I do? There's a lot of preparing for a ritual stuff. All of that goes in. Oh, I need to start up here. I see. Little Book of Demons. Plant to grow demon's dream fruit. Do I have demon dream stuff? I do. Okay. So I have a little bit of that. When you consume one, you have a chance to get the effect of third eye, allowing you to see into the other world. Certain items in the world might not be what they seem, and you'll need this vision to find certain items for progression. Or you can set it on fire and skip finding most of them. That's up to you. What do you mean, set it on fire? What does that mean? We need a book. Any kind of book plus seed give fancy book. Oh my god, all the fucking soul gems. What is in this book? Ah. I see. Nothing is in this book. Understandable, I haven't done anything, so I guess that makes sense. Eat fruit. It did not give me the buff. A good book. Let me plant these seeds in one of these pots. Are you gonna need a hoe to harvest this? Let's find out. Because I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. We should probably grow some. Oh, it gives you more seeds. Hold on. Hold on. Also get rid of that. I'm assuming we'll fill out that book. As we do summonings or something. We appear to get way more seeds than fruit. Maybe not. Well, we do get way more seeds, but that gave us 3 fruit. That's not terrible. Oh, hello. Oh my god, I don't like that effect. Oh. Oh. Help. How long does that last? Oh, not very long. Okay. Alright. Demon drugs, very good. I too like being incapacitated. What is this? What if I told you the demon's fruit is flammable? Throwing our demon's dream fruit down and setting it on fire will create spirit fire. This is how we'll convert some overworld items into otherworld materials. It's also pretty. Okay, burn stuff. I always type iron. I don't have a flint and steel. How do I burn it? Oh, just throw it down and light a fire? What could go wrong? Is it a permanent fire? We can put it somewhere else, I guess. For now, we'll just put it out here. Alright. The spirit fire does not burn. With spirit fire, or sorry, using spirit fire, we can convert several overworld mats. We can also find them by just being high. Where's Feep at? Feep left before we started taking the good drugs. I can't believe this. Crafting materials for the basic recipe. Yeah. Exactly, Azri. Andesite converts to other stone, which will be used to light a permanent spirit fire. Oak saplings convert to oak saplings, but blue. So let's do andesite, oak saplings, and diamonds. It says permanent fire, but that seems to be permanent. Diamond, oak sapling, no, not dark oak. Oak sapling. And what was it, andesite? Yeah. Probably shouldn't throw literally all of it into this, but I'm going to throw literally all of it into this. Okay. I've acquired things. What if other stone would make a good tile? So we're just gonna think about tiles for the rest of time. You've given me a warp plate. I don't know what that does, but okay. While you can get most of the materials using spirit fire, you can also use divination rods to locate these materials. It's like the Ender Eyes, but for materials. Sure. Probably will need that at some point, but for meow. Dear God, that's a lot of words. This is the main source of information on rituals. Here are the basics. There are tiers. There's 4 tiers, but also sometimes there's things between those tiers, so there's technically more than 4 tiers, but we're going to say there's 4 tiers. There are five main types of rituals, but we'll only need 4 for progression. The main 3 are summoning rituals, possession rituals, and infusion rituals. 4th type is demonless. It uses bits and pieces from all 3 types to perform a special action, without the usage of a demon. 5th type, familiar, are not needed for progression, but they can still be summoned. And there's chalks. Foundation chalks are used in every ritual. And there's also color chalks. Yeah, this is what Stock was doing and drawing all over the floor in the cave. Demons that can move stuff, chop down wood, and more! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Also ways to summon familiars that give buffs or fight for you. Sure. For us to specify which friend we want to summon, we'll need to make a specific book of binding. To make this, you'll need to purify some black dye and spirit fire to get purified ink. Sure, I can do that. Oh, we should plant these trees so I can get the wood from them, because that is kind of the reason I even did the saplings. Unfortunately, you cannot put trees in the botany pots. As logical as that is, it is rather unfortunate. Let those grow. Also, I like that this thing periodically just makes weird curse noises in the V. It's very good. Like the haunted part of our outpost here. I need black dye, if I spelt it properly. Have word ink. Probably more ink than I need right now, but I'm sure we'll need more later. What happened to the blood chest? It's next to the killing area. It's over here. All of this is made of blood wood, for that matter, but there it is. And purifier and the infusey thingy. It's chilling over here. I have a lot of blood. I haven't actually checked in a while. I have 1,900 buckets in storage over there, plus 128 here, plus these are both full of 600. So we got a lot of blood, even if I don't run that thing ever for the rest of time. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we need to make a book. This book has not been bound to a foliote yet. Alternatively, you can make an empty book of binding which can be dyed later to fit whatever tier of ritual you need. I see. Okay. Oops. Is this empty? Hold on. Fucking. Does it show up at the early thing here? It does. Is the empty version? Oh, that's just a fucking book into fire. Honestly, book and quill into fire seems easier than getting the other materials. Just throw a book out. I only got one book out, but that's fine. Still only needed the one anyway. Now we can make that book into a book of binding, like this. Didn't even use the dye because I did that way, but whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I have a book. Okay. We need to make all these things before we can do a ritual, so there's going to be some setup here. What is a demonic ritual without a sacrifice? Capital D. Most of the time, demons just like items. However, if you have a favorite cow, you might need to be worried. What about the cow stuck in a jar? Does that count as a favorite? Sacrificial bowls are used to place items needed for rituals. These can be placed anywhere within the ritual as long as it isn't covering any of the required chalk. Later on, we need more. The golden ritual bowl is used in the middle to activate it. Usually needs a book of binding. Okay. So we need some bowls. Where is that in this list of occultism things? I like to find where it is without searching specifically for it. I think I mentioned that before. Sacrificial bowl takes other stone, which we've already grabbed. Golden one is just a sacrificial bowl covered in gold. That makes perfect sense. Whoops. Okay, I have bowls. I may put thing in bowl. Now we need chalk. Several colors of chalk needed. Higher levels are required to activate stuff. We just need white, yeah. Toss other stone in a furnace. Toss otherworld logs in fire. What flavor of chalk? Vanilla currently. I like the flavor text keep crossing out things. Using the purified chalk on the ground will draw pretty symbols. These are a pain to remove, of course, unless you make yourself a chalk brush. That's how you get rid of them. I never actually learned how to remove the chalk last time. Stock just drew stuff everywhere and I didn't know how to get rid of it. Okay, so we need to smelt some other stone. And then we need to get the wood, which means I need to be high again. Oh, and also those need to be grown. Do trees not grow here, I wonder? I could just bone meal them, I bet. That's not what I meant to do, I meant to copy. I have 17,000 bone meal. Why do I have so much bone? What the? Yeah, we can just chalk them. Oh! If you don't like the visual effect that happened before, it's gonna happen again in a moment here, because I'm pretty sure it said we need to be under that effect. They do grow naturally, I'm just impatient. In order to actually get the special wood. So God bless the item that lets me walk through leaves. It's rather convenient. Alright, time to get high again. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was so loud for no reason. Why was that so loud? I skipped the sapling? Oh, did I? My God. I did. Mein Gott. I don't know what causes sometimes the leaves to just do that. Where they, you know, fucking implode. But I'd like it to not do that. Do we get this special oak back or just regular oak? We probably just get regular oak. Don't do that. I beg of you, please, game. Sometimes you do it and sometimes you don't. I wish you did not, though. I need to make sure the limiter on the game is actually working so it doesn't blow your ears out as badly. You were about to ask that? I think they're just the normal ones. I mean, it's free to throw them into the fire, so it doesn't matter anyway. Blockbreak.mp4, blockbreak.ogg, hello, where's your efficiency? Can't believe this Azure person, what the hell? It's moderately tedious to have to, to have to eat the fruit constantly. I'm afraid of trees now, please help. I don't think we're gonna have to do this very often, because the magic mods usually don't need too many of an individual item. So it may be enough to just do this. Just, you know, get high a few times, blow out your eardrums, run away from the tree. So it's less likely to blow up your ears, you know? There we go. I wonder what they used for a reference of this effect. It has hella aberration going on. Okie doke. We've got wood. We need to cook some other stone. For some reason, I don't actually know why. And presumably something about this is letting us make chalk? Chalk? How do I make chalk? Oh, we have to burn the logs. Sorry. Hold on. I'll just burn one stack in case we need the regular wood for something. Otherworld ashes, you say? Sure. Whatever floats your boat, lad. Chalk. I need to make impure chalk specifically. How do I do that? Impure chalk. Chalk-based dust, otherworld ash. Where did I get chalk-based dust from? Dush. I don't have any dust. I have the ash, but I don't have any dust. I have polished otherstone. But it says I can craft it. No, it doesn't. Never mind. I fucking lied to you. How to make this? Burnt otherstone. Burnt other rock. What do you mean other rock and other stone? It says toss other stone in a furnace, which I did. Oh, I have to toss it in twice. The classic double smelt that happens every time that no one fucking mentions. Okay. I don't know why they do that sometimes. We have dust, and I need to combine that with other rock. How do I get other rock? Diorite. Sure. I do have diorite. We're cooking. I like that noise. I'm assuming I also have to smelt this, polished, and then smelt it again to dust. Yeah. Okay. If that wasn't auto-ejecting, I could fix that, but I don't want to change it, so. Because it's been feeding ore through the system for like the better part of 7 hours at this point. I don't want to touch it. Go in there. Okie doke. Now we can make chalk base. Which I assume we're going to use for like everything. What do you mean tags? What do you mean tags? Do I need to throw both of them into the fire, maybe? The tutorial seems to be skipping some steps, and all this says is tags, and I'm a little confused about that. What happens if I throw this in the fire? Nothing. Throw both. Nothing. What if I combine them in the crafting group? Nothing. Oh, is it either or that works as a chalk base, not mixing both of them? Ew, it's either or, chat. Ew. I see. Okay. I'm a bit dumb, you get used to it. Excuse me? I have acquired white chalk, chat. We're fucking cooking. It didn't count as me having made the impure white chalk, so now I gotta make fucking impure white chalk, so the stupid quest line will continue, because it wasn't in my inventory long enough. Fucking stupid game. Heck, video games. Are you streaming tonight, Kitten, by the by? Speaking of video games. And a brush, so I can remove chalk. Because I will need to remove chalk. No? Demons like candles, I think, for almost every ritual to summon their friends. You'll need candles. You can create butcher knife, kill some pigs and stuff to get tallow. You're on the floor. Is the floor helping? Otherwise, vanilla candles also work. Spirit attuned crystals are also used. Might as well make some now. Okay. Oh, that's fair enough, yeah. Pad plus straightening. What are these? Deer familiar, bat familiar, greedy familiar. Otherworld essence. Purified demon dream essence. No longer provides any of the negative effects. I wonder if this one has a different visual than the other one. What? I got distracted. What am I looking for here? These things? Yeah. That takes gems. I'm just gonna make up a few of those. Sure, make 10 so it's even. And we're gonna need candles of some description, which means we need tallow, which means we need to start murdering some stuff, I guess. Inherent beheading and deals extra damage to spirits. Slight violence. Alright, time to go murder some stuff. Why is it always night? I don't understand. Every time I come out here, it's nighttime. Alright, we need to find some neutral animals to make no longer neutral. Thought I saw something over here. It's a skeleton, never mind, go fuck yourself. Well, I do know there's some animals here. I probably shouldn't kill the animals that I know exist next to our house because I need to capture them at some point. For breeding purposes and also to get an egg, mostly. Because if I get an egg, I can just put it in a spawner and clap excitedly. You think chickens give tallow? Probably not. Think these give tallow? Sorry, Snuffy. Forgive me. Mayhaps also not. I'm sorry, Snuffy Use. I apologize for killing your friend. Those definitely work. So any large neutral animal, neutral vanilla animal probably will work fine. And they seem to drop a decent amount, considering this doesn't have looting on it. Maybe I should have put looting on it. I wonder if that impacts it, actually. Killing the rare spawns when you're moving is so annoying because they instantly despawn. This is not the way home, is it? Question mark? Yeah, it is. Should really mark my house. Let's go put looting on that and see if it impacts it. Did I say ho? I thought I said HOM. I did say a ho? Oh, shit. That was so loud. You said ho? We all said ho? What do you mean? I said ho. Oh. I see. I see what you mean. You're calling me a hoe. Speaking of hoes. I can't believe you would do this, kid. I trusted you. Mostly with the very important duty of banning noob occasion. That's a who, not a ho. Do you drop it? How much do we have? 24? 26. I don't think it impacts the tallow drop. It's impacting the rest of it for sure, but I don't think it's impacting the tallow. A little unfortunate, because it means I have to kill more innocent animals, but such is life as an innocent animal. But hey, at least we're gonna have a bunch of meat and shit for some reason. Well, I guess to stock the kitchen when I rebuild it. It will be good to have better food supply than the steak. As good as the steak has been to me, it is somewhat limited. I like how the rain keeps stopping for some reason. This will also end up giving us a bit of random wool too. Also, imagine the brutality in like a real scenario and not a block game scenario of some dude just running through a field of animals with a meat cleaver, killing everything. You know how horrific that would look? Also, the amount of blood. Hello. Ow. Are you here to protect the fucking animals? What's your problem, bud? Let's see, we're up to 60. It's one per candle. I don't know how many candles we're going to end up needing, but while we're out here, I guess we should just grab as much as I feel reasonable. Thought it dropped down there. Hello, sir. I'm just killing your sheep. Don't mind me. He appears to mind me. What did I just tell you, sir? I've always loved that the animals don't react at all to you killing, like, their best friend from birth, other cow named Bob. I see you've brutally murdered the animal right next to me. I'm just going to stand here and have a good time. Why is this building in the ground? What is this building, actually? You could have a meteor in its horses. Hello. I would kill your horses for tallow. But maybe I want them for different reasons. Who knows? Chicken. I don't know what mod causes this. For some reason... Oh, there's candles here. For some reason... it just spawns large animal structures around. Now I'm wishing I'd kept all those candles from places we were going around too early. Alright, we got more than a stack plus whatever candles we already had, so let's head back and kill stuff on the way. Time for kitten to nap. And by nap, I mean eep, because I don't think it's nap hours. And by eep, I mean you're probably not going to be asleep until like 7 a.m. I didn't kill the pig next to the... Oh, well, he gets to live, apparently, because I wasn't paying attention to him. I was paying attention to the very important I'm going the wrong way. The very important candles. He is the chosen one, after all. Chosen by the chicken god. Apologies for killing your mother, or whatever that was. You'll live, maybe. I don't know. Or you'll get hunted by a wolf. Who knows? It's nature. You would go to bed, but you have many cat on tum. That sounds like the best time for eep as a person who does not have many cat on tum and has never had any cat on tum, actually. At least not that I can remember. Not that my memory's very good, to be fair. It's true, I do say that. You have a fair valid point there. Oh, I put the fucking cow thing in storage. God damn it. Okay, we've got some candles, we got some crystals, we can do our first ritual. Does the chalk have durability, I wonder? Doesn't seem to imply it does, but... It's time, chat. What do? We will be doing a summoning ritual. For our first ritual, we want you to summon a Foliate Crusher demon. This demon will crush items, which is something we'll need to make some of the higher level chalk. I already have a way to do that, but it doesn't matter. Crush. To start with, combine your unbound book with your Dictionary of Spirits. This will bind a demon to the book. Okay, if you say so. It has been bound. Does that put it in the dictionary? It does put it in the dictionary. Oh wait, never mind. You just needed to click on that. The authors advise caution in the summoning of listed entities and do not take responsibility for any harm caused. Alright, it was actually my fault that the book sucked. I'm a dumbass, but... It lets you see them, but you cannot harvest them. Sure. Right-click a spirit with Demon's Dream Fruit to heal it. When compressing Demon Dream Fruit or seeds into essence, a much stronger instant healing effect can be achieved. Purifying it will yield a vision that heals even more, negating the efficiency loss. Sure. The fire. I'm going to skip through a lot of this because it's going to be the same as the quest log. If you want the full experience, skip the following recipe page, move on to divine stuff. My god, okay. Ignore that then. We want the full experience, please. Large candles also act like bookshelves for enchantment purposes. You can get colored candles. They can be lit to be a light source. You can also change the type of fire. That's cool, actually. So it can actually change the visual of the candles quite a lot if I wanted to, which I might want. Book binding, spirit names are eye candy only. They're not relevant to the recipe. We've already done this part, so. And that's just going to be the different tiers of book. Yeah. Bind your books with chiseled. Bind books and automation. I'm gonna have to read that on my own because that's a lot of words and stuff that I would have to do to understand probably. Book of Calling lets you move stuff. And they come with a Book of Calling if they require one. Fair enough. The demons can read, my god. They can crush and they can read. Chalk. Right-click on a block with a chalk to draw a single glyph. For decorative purposes, you can repeatedly click a block to cycle through glyphs. The shown glyph does not matter for the ritual, only the color. Brush to clean. Make bowl. They can be visually different, but do the same thing. Golden bowl in the middle, yeah, yeah, yeah. First ritual, yeah, yeah, yeah. As seen on the left, you say. The left, you say. I'm gonna have to look through this. That's a lot of words. Can I get the TLDR version? Draw that. Okay. Let me get our bowls and stuff, our chalk, and a brush, just in case I mess up. Where's the brush? That's a good question. There it is. Brush, bowls, book. Run way out here. This and ours are gonna have a separate building, but I don't know what I'm doing with that yet, so. Okay, we need to draw. How do I know what to draw? Or do I just have to reference this constantly? 3 out, make a circle, fill corners. I can remember that. 1, 2, 3. Look, Ma, I'm summoning demons. The chalk noise is so quiet. Okay. Presumably I just then need to place 4 bowls somewhere around here. Oh, here we go. On the left, in the Pentacles tab, click on Evier's circle. Click an eye, builds the outline so you can follow it easier. Let me reference that. I think we may have triggered that before. Pentacles? Pentacles. On Pentacles. By default, you set up all pentacles. You need 4 19 by 19 areas. This is useful information for the future. All the blocks in the way. Oh, no, there we go. Here we go. Oh, I forgot my candles. How are we supposed to crush without candles? What the fuck, streamer? Bam, bam, bam. Then we go over here, we place our candles, which has removed our chalk, but that's fine, I guess. Your PC can't do this? Time to get a better PC. I think those can just be placed anywhere, I guess. You know, just the couple $1,000 in current market that a PC is. Easy peasy. Within 8 blocks horizontal radius, yeah. Once you place your bound book in the golden sacrificial bowl, the ritual will start. Okie doke. Oh, I need ingredients. What ingredients do I need? Is it going to tell me the ingredients I need? Have one pentacle handle multiple tiers of rituals. That's why we only need 4. Okay. How big is a 19 by... That's bigger than a chunk, isn't it? It is, because chunks are 16. Why did you make it bigger than a heckin' chunk? That means I need 4 chunks for occultism? I guess I can have occultism and ours just share 4 chunks. You can't run 600 mods. Neither can Kitten. Neither can a lot of people because it guzzles memory. How are you ranked 3rd when there's 2 people watching? People coming and going to bed because it's late. I'm just jumping around instead of reading the thing that tells me how to do the thingy. Doesn't tell me how to do the thingy, does it? Oh, those are candles, not... I thought those were chalk spots. Oh yeah, you can jar the demons. I forgot about that. It's 8 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for stopping by. That's telling me to do more chalk. I don't want to do more chalk. I want to know how to do this ritual. I probably just need to read the fucking book more, don't I? Spirits. True names, essence decay, I should probably read. The more powerful the spirit, the slower the decay, but only the most powerful can stop it entirely. Once fully decayed, they are returned to the other place. And I can do stuff, sure. Generally, spirits are summoned bound, which refers to any condition that keeps them under control. Side effect of binding spells, part of their spirit remains in the other place. In order to access a spirit's essence or unleash its full destructive power, it needs to be summoned unbound. Unbound summonings use pentacles that are intentionally incomplete. Rituals. Summoning rituals? I just want to learn how to summon my Crushy Man. Crushy Man. There's a fucking janitor spirit? What the hell? Oh, here we go. Iron, gold, copper, and something. Silver of some description. Iron, gold, copper, silver. Crush. We need iron, gold, copper, silver. Advantage of having all these fucking items already. Also, the chalk does indeed have durability, but I guess that's okay. Iron, copper, gold, silver, book. It's doing something? Question mark. These rituals are really slow. Gotta enjoy the cinematic experience, I guess. Waiting. Holding. Hello. Sigrisglind. Sigrislind. Hello. Crush. You're standing in the thing. Move over there a little bit. Hello. You want to crush an ingot? Um, good job. I know it says slow, but could you do it a little faster, brother? You choose it, then spits it out. It mentioned something about a janitor in like some other summon. It'll pick up appropriate ores and drop the resulting dust. Summon a transporter spirit and a janitor spirit. You can summon a farmer, a lumberjack, a transporter. This moves things from machines too. Interesting. Can deposit into the inventories of other spirits. Janitor will pick up dropped items and deposit them. Warning, by default it is set to allow mode, so it will only pick up items you specify. You can use tags to handle whole groups. To bind a janitor to an inventory, simply sneak and interact with the janitor book of calling. You can also deposit items in a block. Have it wander around a select area. Sure. Requires a stable otherworld sapling. You can attain it by summoning an otherworld sapling trader. What do you mean? Trade spirits. You think I can put the trader in a jar with the rest of the villagers? Probably not. Try it. Oh, so we can stop doing the third eye harvesting thing and just use these trees. How do I get this trader? We need birch, oak, spruce, jungle. Cannot be used on a spawner. Birch, oak, spruce, jungle. Just say that to myself for memory purposes. Can't type. It's keyboard. We need an oak. A birch. A jungle. was the other one? Spruce. Conveniently, we already had all this. Time to watch it very slowly go again, I guess? Oh, what do I need in the center? I didn't pay attention to that. Oh, another foliate book of binding. Hold a moment. Book of binding. I did not make multiple books. I forgot about that. Those stack, but the other ones don't stack? Okay. Okay. We need a book of binding. Foliate, which I don't have blue fucking dye for? What in the world? Oh, whoops. Forgot to bind the book. It's a little weird that you have to specifically bind it when it doesn't appear that you can use an unbound one to begin with. Could this be any slower, my friend Sigrislind? Could it be any slower? I love how the hand stays the same when you zoom. Just wait till we hit the rituals that need all 10 of the sacrifice items in like a 45-second long ritual. I love that particle effect. Very easily entertained by that. This should give us an egg, I think. I believe is what it did. Oh no, you're just a dude. 3,600 seconds of trader, man. How do I trade with you? Oh, there we go. Essence decay. Do I trade you a funny sapling? Hold a moment, sir. What's your name? Jegvrith. Oh, he gives me one per sapling I gave him. Okay, well, I didn't need that many, but thank you. Fair enough. I thought there was like an exchange rate or something. So now we can harvest the wood without having to do anything. We could actually... I bet we could summon the lumberjack spirit and just put them next to some saplings. I wonder if he replants them. Probably not. Just to mess with the other summons, even though they're realistically not going to be that useful. The other thing I still want to do, if you recall last time I had the village, the colony thing set up, except it was ass to deal with, partly because of the materials required to build and also partly because I put it over the water like a jackass. I do want to try and do that again and make a large colony, and I think I'm gonna end up doing it here. We'll see how I feel about that. I may do it in the overworld, but it would be a lot easier to build here because it's fucking flat. It wouldn't look as nice though. So we have a bunch of saplings. I don't need to care about you anymore. And I don't need to eat the funny drug fruit to gather that. So, puggies. Nice. Oh yeah, this mod has a storage system too, which works effectively the same as the AE2 storage I'm already using. So I don't know if I'll actually bother messing with it. I probably will just for the rewards, but I may not use it. The hell is that pointing at? This, apparently. Come this far, you may be asking yourself, what's next? Comprehensive list of every ritual in the dictionary. Lay out and decorate 4 separate ritual areas for each type. I'm gonna have to lay out 4 chunks worth of area for, I guess, this and ours, because 19 by 19 is a rather unfortunate size to need for rituals. I see why stock had an ever-expanding cavern. It does not fit. Also probably move all this. I think I'm gonna have the enchanting stuff next to ours and occultism, and I guess probably the mystical pedestal stuff. Although this doesn't take so much space, so maybe I'll just put it underneath the seeds, because we're not going to use it that much anyway. Uncertain. But I'll probably build out the majory stuff just in this area here, in some capacity. I don't know what I'm going to make it of. Probably source stones of some sort. Or maybe a mix of the source stones and the occultism blocks. How do the occultism blocks look? In the wood, actually. Let me get some wood. Eh. Considering we're doing chalky things of quite a variety of colors, I probably need to find out flooring that would work with those. Because there's white and black chalk, which is kind of fucked. Yellow, purple, light gray, green, other green, gray, orange. I think every color. Rip Betsy. Super speed rituals. Oh, you can speed them up. Neat. Alright. Black, blue. I think it's all 16 colors, plus the fucking rainbow and void ones. Fair enough. You like the shade of lavender? On the planks? Or on the wood? On the log? The planks might work for visibility of the chalk. This won't. I don't think this will look good at all. So maybe we'll do some planks where the chalk will go, and then we'll source stone around that. And it'll be in 4 layers, because we need 4 rituals. Although I guess they don't need to be very high, unless I automate this, but I doubt I'm automating any of this occultism ritual stuff. Because realistically, we only need to do it a few times. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Bro's just chilling. This dude lasts a long time, by the way. I don't know why he lasts that long. Yeah, I'll design a little quadrant here for all the magic stuff to live in and move the junk that's just out on the yard. Other than that, I'm probably gonna maybe see about setting up some of the industrial foregoing stuff that I mentioned at the start. I messed with this. There's a YouTube button. I messed with this last time as well, but not very much. But the main reason, well, it needs it for the stars, but the main reason is I want to do the enchanting thing. To see if I can figure out a system to pull enchants off of things and put them in the library. Because the fucking mob farm drops a lot of enchanted stuff. Also, I'm gonna try and run around and maybe finish leveling up the world tier stuff so I can, again, stop looking at that. That's the plan, though. I hope you like the plan, Sigurslin. However you pronounce your fucking name with your fucking earring. Why does he have an earring? You have one too. That's the general idea, though. We'll see how far I actually get in foregoing, because if I recall, it requires not a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of individual pieces. As you can probably tell. So, oh yeah, this is the one that needed the fucking liquid meat. I forgot about that. Remember I had the automatic pig kill farm thing going for the meat. I have to set that up for something, I guess. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I can't type. How many of these things do I have before I stop? 182. My god. Oh yeah, and I'll probably upgrade more of the botany pots, although having said that, I really don't need to. Because I'm just sitting on max resources on these constantly, but I don't know. I like the idea of upgrading them, so I, again, don't ever have to look at it. I'm doing very little actual automation. I'm mostly just gathering resources and doing nothing with them, so, you know, it's fine, don't worry about it. We'll automate later. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble about nonsense. I appreciate it. Look at all the funny numbers. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.